What if I told you that the very struggles you face are the keys to your success? That every setback, every challenge, carries within it the seed of its opposite: growth, opportunity, and triumph. This is the profound truth of the law of polarity, a universal principle that shapes every aspect of our lives. The law of polarity reveals that everything in the universe has an opposite, and these opposites are inherently connected. Night and day, joy and sorrow, success and failure, they are all two sides of the same coin. By understanding and applying this law, we can learn to navigate life's challenges with grace, transforming obstacles into stepping stones for growth. Today we'll dive deep into the true meaning of the law of polarity, its origins, how it impacts your life, and most importantly, how to harness its power to create lasting change. These ancient and modern perspectives remind us that polarity is not about opposition. It's about unity and balance. By embracing both sides of life's spectrum, we can find equilibrium and move toward our highest potential. The law of polarity is one of the foundational principles of Hermetic philosophy, originating from the ancient teachings of the Kybalion. It states, "Everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites." In essence, this law teaches us that opposites are not separate. They are connected and depend on each other to exist. Take light and darkness, for example. Darkness is not the absence of light. It's a different degree of the same phenomenon. Similarly, hot and cold are not distinct forces. They are varying degrees of temperature. This idea applies not just to the physical world, but to your emotions, experiences, and even your mindset. The law of polarity tells us that life is a dance of opposites. For every challenge you face, there is an opportunity waiting to be discovered. For every moment of despair, there is a path to joy. These opposites are not in conflict. They are partners in the journey of life. Understanding this principle allows us to shift our perspective, seeing struggles not as roadblocks but as necessary steps toward growth and transformation. The concept of polarity is not new. It has been explored in ancient texts and philosophies for millennia. In the Kybalion, Hermetic teachings emphasize that polarity is a fundamental law of the universe, governing all creation. These teachings suggest that opposites are not only interconnected, but that they can transform into one another. Eastern philosophies also echo this truth. The concept of yin and yang in Taoism illustrates how opposing forces are interdependent and complementary. Yin represents the receptive, dark, and feminine energy, while yang represents the active, light, and masculine energy. Together, they create balance and harmony in the universe. Even modern science reflects this principle. Think about magnetism. Every magnet has a north and a south pole, and one cannot exist without the other. The same applies to electricity, where positive and negative charges create flow and energy. The law of polarity isn't just an abstract concept. It's a powerful tool for navigating your daily life. One of the most profound ways this law manifests is through your emotions. Have you ever felt deeply sad, only to experience immense joy later? That's polarity in action. When you're going through a tough time, the law of polarity reminds you that the opposite experience, happiness, peace, or success, is already present within that challenge. The key is to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, ask yourself, what lesson is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? Take relationships, for example. Every conflict carries within it the potential for deeper understanding and connection. By leaning into the discomfort and seeking resolution, you strengthen your bond. Similarly, every failure in your career or personal goals holds the seed of future success. It's not about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning to navigate them with wisdom and resilience. This law also teaches us that change is always possible. If you're feeling stuck in negativity, remember that positivity exists as its opposite. By taking small intentional steps, whether through gratitude, mindfulness, or action, you can shift your experience and move toward the outcome you desire. Understanding the law of polarity is one thing, but how do you apply it to your life? Here are practical steps to harness this universal principle. 1. Shift your perspective. When faced with challenges, remind yourself that the opposite, growth, success, or joy, is already present. Ask yourself, what's the silver lining? What can I learn from this experience? 2. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful way to shift from a negative mindset to a positive one. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you align yourself with abundance and open the door to new opportunities. 3. Embrace duality. Instead of resisting negative emotions or experiences, accept them as part of the journey. Remember, you can't fully appreciate joy without understanding sorrow. By embracing both, you create balance in your life. 4. Visualize the opposite. If you're stuck in a challenging situation, visualize the opposite outcome. Imagine yourself achieving success, feeling peace, or overcoming obstacles. This mental shift can help you align with the energy of what you desire. 5. Take inspired action. The law of polarity reminds us that nothing is static. If you want to move from one pole to another, take small, intentional steps. Whether it's reaching out for support, setting new goals, or practicing self-care, every action brings you closer to balance and growth. The spiritual meaning of polarity invites us to see beyond the surface of opposites and recognize their deeper connection. On a spiritual level, the law of polarity teaches us that duality is an illusion. What appear to be opposing forces, light and dark, joy and sorrow, success and failure, are simply different expressions of the same energy. Consider light and darkness. While we often label light as good and darkness as bad, they are both essential for balance. Without darkness, we could not truly appreciate the light. Without challenges, we wouldn't recognize the strength and growth they bring. This understanding reminds us that all experiences, whether positive or negative, serve a greater purpose in our spiritual evolution. The law of polarity also teaches us acceptance. Instead of resisting the darker aspects of life, fear, failure, or pain, we are called to embrace them as part of the whole. These moments are not punishments. They are opportunities to grow, learn, and transcend. Ultimately, polarity reveals the unity that underlies all things. By understanding that opposites are interconnected, we can transcend judgment, finding meaning and purpose in every moment. This spiritual awareness empowers us to embrace life in its entirety, knowing that within every struggle lies the seed of transformation. The law of polarity is a profound reminder that life is a dance of opposites, and within every challenge lies the seed of its opposite. By understanding this universal principle, you gain the power to shift your perspective, transform your struggles, and align with your highest potential. As you move forward, remember that opposites are not in conflict, they are partners in the journey of growth. Embrace both the light and the dark, the joy and the sorrow, knowing that they are all part of the same cosmic rhythm. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the law of polarity. If this resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more insights into the universal principles that shape our lives. Together, let's continue to explore the profound wisdom that connects us to the universe and to one another. Until next time, may you find balance in the dance of opposites and discover the infinite possibilities that lie within you.